Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today is the day that the rubber meets the road. The Cowboys are having a later practice right now. I don't know if that's intentional. So that way the media gets a chance to really cover it during prime time and stuff, because it is the joint practice with the Rams that's supposed to start at hang on. Supposed to start at 2 o'clock, and I'm assuming that's so that way ESPN and NFL Network and stuff can cover it. Couple of things that's kind of interesting is I'm beginning to wonder. I'm putting together all the pieces of everything that we've gotten from the fan point of view, from the media point of view, to what I actually see here at camp. I will say the first training camp I came to was 2012, and it was literally like having a whole carnival. You know, the parking lot and the entranceway, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were there every day. I remember seeing, the booth set up and stuff where, like Nate Newton and stuff, they were broadcasting the 105 The Fan. You had the tractor trailers, Dallas Cowboys tractor trailers out there. They had the big wheel that you could spin the wheel and you could win prizes and things like that. It was literally like a carnival out there. And the amount of fans and things that you used to see, it was amazing and incredible. And now, being here, now again, I haven't been on the weekend and stuff, but this is the do or die time for the Dallas Cowboys practices. Because you've got the game, of course, on Sunday. There's no practice this weekend. And from here on out, that's it. There's no more weekend practices. And this will be the big practice because, of course, it's going against the Rams. And the main reason why I decided to come out the second week versus the first week was because I wanted to see the joint practices. There's always the fights and everything else that end up happening at joint practices. Mike McCarthy's trying to tamp that down and say, we're not really looking to have, fights and stuff. We want to get work and things in here, which is true. Because this is really the most live game action you will see in training camp for the starters. They're not playing in preseason. Now, talking to Dan Saleo, he had been talking with, the Cowboys about media and things. And as I've gone through, shout out to Law Nation, being able to get the VIP coaches pass, where you're able to be back in the end zone there and being able to watch and observe practice from that location. They have all of these tents set up that are made for interviews. Several of them. There's probably about 10 of them. And I've only seen a couple of those being occupied by the media. As far as seeing like NFL Network and people and stuff like that, I haven't seen any of those guys there. Omar Epps was there with the mini Cowboys mic doing interviews and things, which was, really interesting and stuff. But I have not seen all of the glitz and glamour that usually is. And some of this, and I was having a discussion with my wife this morning, is when I first started going to Super Bowls, it used to be the price, I think it was the first Super Bowl we went to, the ticket price, I think was $400 or $450. And you got a seat cushion that had, had the light for the halftime show. It had a little radio so you could hear the broadcast and things. They had coupons and stuff like that, and vouchers. They gave you a lot of stuff. But each year, it ended up being that you got less and less stuff in your package from the Super Bowl, to the point where they stopped giving away the seat cushions. Then they started giving you like towels. Miami was the first one that they gave you just a towel. And then after that, they just stopped giving you anything. There was nothing. And so, of course, the prices kept going up and up and up. And that's how it feels here at training camp. And so the crowds may be down, but from the standpoint of the Cowboys actually getting a little bit more money, it's up. If you want to be on the fence on the sideline with the players, it's $23 a day. If you want to be in the VIP lounge, it's $290 a day. Otherwise, you're in the bleachers in the sun. In the sun, that's the free seats. And, as long as you're not having to park. And so all these things are going on. And here you have Emmitt Smith going through and talking about fan apathy. Every year we're sold that we're all in, or, if it was about writing a check, there's no check that would be too big, trust the process. That Cowboy fans, that we are beginning to kind of say, you know what, enough is enough. So going here today, I tell you what, let's watch the clip of Emmitt Smith and listen to his thoughts on the Cowboys.
Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they were asked about fan apathy. Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott. I mean, everybody has been asked about that. You, I would imagine, never experienced that throughout your career with the Cowboys. There was
I did not quite experience that aspect of it.
Some good choices, but Josh Shapiro is not one of them. He's caused a lot of damage with a lot of people.
But we had some lean years ourselves, and things that I wasn't proud of. At the time when you got to remember, my last year was not the best year, period. We did not have a successful football season. But for the most part, my career was.
In other words, she was the worst out of the 10 people at Turk.
Pretty positive, and pretty much upbeat. But over the last 20 some odd years, watching our team get to the playoff time and time again, be told that we're going to do better, we're going to be in it, we're going to. This is going to be a Super Bowl year for us, and we just get completely let down. It's like fan fatigue now. I mean, it's all of that going on right now, and people are sick and tired of watching it. And they want to see something different, and we have to try, and as an organization, we have to go and do a complete assessment in terms of the organization itself. What is our mission, and how does our mission aligns with the football team? On the surface, we would think everything is in alignment, but to me, I think there's a little disconnect there, and we need to resolve that fairly quickly, because 20 some odd years, man, that's a long time.
I can't say that he's wrong. I really can't. The question is, am I the idiot that's one of the people coming out here to help prop up the Dallas Cowboys and sell hope and everything else? Now, here it is. It's 11:45 West Coast. Practice is supposed to start at 2. I'm sure you're not going to open up the gates until 1, but I'm like, just in case, you get all these Ram fans, and it might be more Ram fans here than Cowboy ones, for all we know. I want to make sure that I'm here in line on time to make sure that I can get in. I mean, nothing worse than showing up at, say, 1:30, and this is in mass where everybody is here. And can't get in. So literally, I'm here 2 hours and 15 minutes early. So it's just around the corner up here. Let's see if anybody is in line to get in early. So what I probably will do is, because I know I'm going to be here early, is maybe do a live stream in the parking lot here waiting to get in. But I'm curious to see if there's anybody there or not. So give me a second, and we'll see. Here's the other thing, and I'm not sure if I heard it correctly, so don't quote me on this, but I thought I heard that the Cowboys are now charging outside media, to be able to be here. And talking to Dan Saleo, he said things have changed because originally it was supposed to be, Dan was supposed to be here this week. He played for the Cowboys for a year, has a relationship with Stephen Jones, but they couldn't or wouldn't work it out where he could be here today doing one of the media tents and so on. That they were looking at it being national media and local media was going to be the focus of this week, and they were trying to push him off until next week. So here it is. Let's look and see. This is the ball fields up here on the left. Let's see if there's anybody in line or if they've even opened up the gates yet. I'm not seeing a line. Now again, we are early, okay? I'm one of those people, and looks like I see a car pull up there, and they're going in. So they've got the gates open early for this to allow people to start parking. Surprisingly, I don't see a line. I do not see a line right now. So yeah, if this isn't a packed house, this is a major message that's being sent by the fans to the Joneses that we're sick of this crap and you got to do better. Yeah. And so Dan seemed a little flustered that he couldn't be here. So maybe it's I don't know what the reason would be. Maybe it's because things have been so abysmal here. The last thing they want is to have an Eagle, content creation site here, where literally nobody is here, because we've already been getting all of the pictures of the Eagles with 50,000 plus fans and stuff there. And wow, they're literally, look, we've only seen one car go in, and right now the parking lots are about only as full as they were for the last one. Now again, we are 2 hours early, so we'll see. I'm curious. I hope they at least let us, maybe they'll have the gates open where we can go ahead and get ourselves a seat early, and I can be inside and just live streaming to you guys and seeing what's what and who's who. But this just looks bad, man. This is a bad look for the Cowboys. To be America's team and to literally not have people showing up is bad. Yeah. Peace. All right, we're here. Again, it's 2 hours early. Usually I get here about an hour early. And this is about where I usually am as far as parking goes. Here. It ain't looking real good. I don't know if the gates are open yet or not, but we'll find out. We're going to head on over and maybe we can get inside and start doing a live stream.